That's cinematic, isn't it? Huh? I quite like that one. Absolutely useless for anything, but I quite like that one. Hello, and welcome back. Here we are in Cork. This is the undercarriage of Whiskey Sierra 737-800, and we're about to fly back to East Midlands on a nice short trip. As you can see, it's a bit cloudy when we are on. We're on the runway, going a bit slow. I've turned off all my red writing that usually hangs around, so now I don't know. Don't know anything. I'm blind, so you have to bear with me when I'm out here. Might take me a few goes to get used to this. So 56 passengers and about 500 kilos of freight. Take off. Zero fuel weight today, like 49.3, which is really, really low. At least for me, anyway. That's the other thing. I got no idea what my zooms are. So, do I go around? No, it just goes off there. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's us really. We're pretty much ready to go, apart from turning it around and taking off. So I'm going to get out the other end of the runway, turn this thing around, and let's get out of here. We are on, by the way, VATSIM with a Ryanair 17 X-ray. There is no controllers. I kind of hope that would be the case. But the reason why I'm on VATSIM is because I've also got Project Fly open and using that for the first time today. So I just thought I'd give it a whirl and see how it is. So yeah, let's get inside and get this done. Stop playing with the controller. I hope you were well. I've been away, had a vacation. Back now. Back to life. Now I know that I'm definitely being rusty because I've already realised that I've not set the taxi light. So you'll notice that when we look up, there's no taxi light on. My fault, sorry. Too busy opening and closing programs and checking radar displays. So we'll do that though. Definitely not in the right place if you want to flip purist. I try my best, but inevitably I forget. The joys of single crew ups. Start the clock. Let's go. It is a D-rate 2 with an assumed temperature of 48 degrees. So expect quite a long roll. NDAP 1, I think.
B1, rotate.
Oh, there's a bit slippery. Never mind, we're up.
Positive right.
This thing always seems much lighter than a 747. I mean, I appreciate it is, but you kind of wrestle the 747. Well, you didn't wrestle the 747 into the air, but you definitely feel like it's a heavier aircraft. So taking this thing off, it interesting. Our route today takes us pretty much up towards, so we're at Cork, up towards Dublin, and then we chuck a right, and we pretty much take a straight line straight across on the Lima 975, which goes across the top of Wales to Liverpool, the Wallasey VOR, which is 1141. So as you can see, I've set up the BAL Baldonnel VOR on 1, and there's the course away from it, 069. So once we get to it, we'll turn onto that course, and as you can see right there, this line here is the Wallasey VOR, which is set up for 094, and essentially we'll line up on that and fly straight towards it. I don't expect to be in the cruise for long. And there's the flight, very straight, and then in. Although I do expect to go around the houses when we. Sorry, I'm looking for the camera and I've moved it. I do expect to go around the houses when we get to East Midlands. Okay, so we've started our top of descent.
You have control. You have control.
And we're on our way down to runway 27 at East Midlands. It's raining. The wind's coming from a northwest, northwest maybe. I want 460. It's like 320 northwest. Just shows I can't do two things at once. So our initial approach is 2,000 feet. Go around altitude today is 3,000 feet. QNH 1022, and it is already set. There we are. Auto brake 3, and it's going to be a flaps 30 landing. I should go in there really. 109.35269. So what we'll do is we'll set that over on 1. I'll put it over here just in case. 109.35. So we're going down for 180. It's far too close, isn't it? Hang on. I kind of like it as a natural view. Let's tip it up and come back a bit. It's almost like we're leaning. Let's go for about there. Let's try that. Now check this one out. That's cinematic, isn't it? Huh? I quite like that one. Absolutely useless for anything, but I quite like that one. So according to the star, we're going to go dipso, and we're not going to go to rock up. I'm literally going to go dipso, and then I'm going to take vectors to the initial approach fix. I'm going to have a look to see what the FMC says, but East Midlands is always a bit of a pain for citizen stars and approaches, and not like for any other reason apart from the fact that dipso rock up. So this becomes like a descent around, like a loop. That's what happened last time. Whereas I'd rather see that's a northerly head in, and then you head south. Then you head to 116. Well, let's do it, and we'll see how this pans out. But I think I'm in for a little bit of a time, you know. See, look at that for a dog's breakfast. So actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go Trent rock up.
Cabin crew, prepare to land.
Trent Rock Up 106 kilo. Makes sense, doesn't it? So that's going to have upset it, and obviously we're 6,000 feet off now. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to descend at 280. We need that though, because we're not going around the houses. So we'll just vector ourselves out and come back in again. I'm not too bothered. And I guess you could argue, well, you know, you might as well have just gone around the houses, but this makes more sense to me. So I'm now descending at 300. I'm basically descending on speed. And I've asked the aircraft to maintain 300 knots. So as you can see, we're coming down a little bit quicker now. And this little number down here is decelerate is going down. Decelerating is not the right word. It's going down nice and quickly. So I'm sure we'll be fine. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to give myself a no speed restriction. Just to help myself out a little bit. However, that will probably hurt me as we get closer to final. So we need to make sure that we do slow the aircraft down in plenty of time. But I've been following some guys on Twitter, and some of them have actually been getting some cheeky approach speeds. Not approach speeds, but like they fire through 10,000 feet and they're not doing 250 knots. They've been cleared to go faster. So there you go. Now we've dipped under the flight path, which is fine by me. Just want to slow us down a bit more. Right, there we go.
Flight's up live.
See if we get away with this, shall we?
Flaps 1. Flaps 1?
Not so bad. We're a little bit too early on the slowdown, but I tend to do things too late, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got 15 miles to run. We're at 3,000 feet, and we should level off here, actually. Yeah, here we go. Here's the level off. Flaps 1. So we're going to call flaps 5 early.
Flaps 5. Flaps 5. Captain crew, seats for landing.
So you go 13 miles, and we're about to hit the localizer.
Localizer alive.
Note to self, close the speed brake. Whoops. So there goes the localizer. Let's arm the approach. Get the latest weather. I really should remember to I can do that. So as you can see, 27th, 2320Z, 320 at 6 knots, 8,000 meters, light rain, few at 700, scattered at 1,800, broken at 3,300 feet. I can contest that. It looks good. Oh, there you go. Temperature 7, G 0.7. Surprised it's not foggy with those two being the same. QNH, oh, I suppose it's coming down, isn't it? Might be foggy in the morning. QNH 1017. There you go. So a little bit of speed management there. Wouldn't have hurted. Wouldn't have hurt it.
Approach fix. Pipe checks. Missed approach altitude set.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
So, not at the moment, thank you. Thank you. That one. 133, so I'll pop in 138. I wasn't too far off.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine star switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30. Green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Clear.
Check.
So there we are. So we're at 1,000 feet. And we still can't see the runway. I suspect it's not too far away though.
1,000.
Quick step outside.
Stay low.
All my cameras seem to have moved since the last update, ever so slightly.
Runway.
Ah, there we go. I think we're ready to take control of this, aren't we? I have control. I have control. Don't know why I said that twice, but I have control, just in case you were wondering. I feel like I'm very much off centre, looking the wrong way. I do feel like I think the cameras have moved.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Ah, champion. I'll take that.
Speed brake up. Reverse is normal.
That actually wasn't so bad.
Check. 60 knots.
Checked.
Water brake, disarm.
Checked.
So there we go. Welcome to East Midlands. The current time is 16:38 in the afternoon. It's got to be somewhere. It's somewhere around here, isn't it? Let's step outside and have a skeet. Oh, there it is, look. Doesn't get any better than that, I guess. Stop tooling around and just get on with it. It's late. Again. Alright, lights and doors.
Lights and doors.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check.
I wasn't quite sure where to go then. And,
Doors are disarmed.
read
APU
the-
on the bus.
read the markings on the floor.
That's 3 minutes.
I'm also guessing that the guys in the terminal I'm just going to leave that there. apparently, according to Project Fly, had a landing rate of 185 feet per minute. Not that I worry, but I don't know. Like, landing rates don't matter. I'd rather now my landing zone than like my landing rate. I'd rather my landing zone be in the touchdown zone than 3/4 of the way down the runway than have a landing rate of 10 feet a minute. But I'll take 185 feet a minute. It was quite a good approach. It wasn't, as far as things go for me, it was alright. So there we are. Thanks very much. We're now here at East Midlands Airport, just about to do the shutdown checklist. I hope you enjoyed that. Just nice and casual. And I got no idea where the guy's gone to park the aircraft. But we're done for another day. So thank you all very much. I wonder if we're going to get some stairs now. Thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this flight. I will speak to you next time, where we're probably going to take something very big and very heavy a very long way. Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thanks very much. My name's Liam, and you've been watching the Flymax Flights and Videos. One pilot flogging his way around the world, one flight at a time. Thank you and goodbye.